everyone, it's Cassie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, if you can't tell by the background, is my November TBR. Oh god, it's already starting. I'm just gonna do a heads up. This is not gonna be my best filmed video, probably. I don't normally sit on the floor when I film this, but my tripod broke, so that's always great. I also am filming this kind of late at night and also kind of last minute for the end of the month. October has just been a month, and I know that November is going to be one as well, because I'm so busy in November. Normally I'm just busy with my 2 jobs and like some school, but I also am like having a social life in November from like previous commitments, and like they all just end up being basically in the same week. And then I work in retail, and if you work in retail, you know it is just getting busier every week, so it's fun times. But that all said, I did not play this last month. Oh, I'm sorry, you probably can hear my drone. It was quieter before. I played it in September. I didn't play it last month. So September, I did not finish my TBR, but we're just gonna give myself a clean slate because I was doing Spookopothon in October and I did not finish that TBR as either. But like I said, I was busy, and also it's not the same game, so I'm not giving myself a punishment. I think we should just get into TBR. I'm not gonna talk about what I was supposed to read. I don't even remember what I was supposed to read in September or really October, honestly. If you've never seen a TBR game video from me, basically it's pretty simple. I roll dice, die, and the one across and one down, and where they meet in the middle, that is the prompt that I used to pick the book. I'm gonna do 4 rolls. If I get doubles, I'm supposed to do extra rolls. I think I will cut it off at like 6 because it's just not likely, and I don't really want to just put books on my TBR because of that. Sorry, you can definitely see the glare of the ring light. So we've got a 4 across and 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Most recent release, and actually that's an exciting one. I for a second was like, I have no idea what that would be, but I do. Before I show you what I picked, let's replace that prompt with start a series. I just bought this the other day. It came out at the beginning of October, I believe, but my bookstore just got it, and that is Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. If you don't know, I'm an Ashley Winstead stan. Her 2 thrillers, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife and The Last Housewife, are 2 of my favorite books, and I would always recommend those 2, and so I'm really excited for this one. Hopefully I love it just as much. I am a little nervous. A killer haunts a small southern town, and 2 outcasts, the preacher's daughter and the boy from the wrong side of the tracks, hold the key to uncovering the truth. It's a twisted tale of murder, obsessive love, and the beastly urges that lie dormant within us all, even the God-fearing folk of Bottom Springs, Louisiana. In her small hometown, librarian Ruth has always felt like an outsider, even as her beloved father rains fire and brimstone warnings from the pulpit at Holy Fire Baptist. Unfortunately for Ruth, the only things the townspeople fear more than God and the devil are the mists that haunt the area. Like the story of the low man, a vampiric figure said steal into sinners' bedrooms and kill them on moonless nights. When a skull is found deep in the swamp next to mysterious carved symbols, Bottom Springs is thrown into an uproar, and Ruth realizes only she and Everett, an old friend with a dark past, have the power to comb the town's secret underbelly in a search of true evil. An examination of the ways we expect love, religion, and stories to save us, the lengths we have to go in order to take back power, and the monstrous work of being a girl in this world. There's gonna be maybe like myth and like folklore kind of stuff. I don't know how big of a part that will play in this, so that'll be interesting, but I am really excited because I haven't been reading. I've been making literally everything else a priority, and while lots of other things are probably a more priority than reading is, reading needs to take priority over like TikTok, because I doom scroll for hours a day. Whatever spare time I have, it's pretty much on TikTok, so I need to move that back to reading. But that's the first book on my TBR, and I'm actually really excited. I'm hoping that will be the one that gets me back into my reading mood. So let's do roll number 2. For roll number 2, I've got a 2 across and 2 down. Okay, so we're at 5 books. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm literally so not excited for this. I don't even know what it is, but I just know it's not something I want. Highest rated. I just know I don't want it. Oh, actually, it might work. I was gonna say because it's completely out of my control, but I think I might know what it is. So let's not complain yet. Replace that with romance. So we're gonna go on my Goodreads and see what my highest rated is. No, I thought it was gonna be A Quarter Silver Flames, because normally those are what at the top of my ratings, but there is one above that, so let's go grab that. And this is no offense, I'm just gonna say this is no offense to this book, but just wait. This book is at a rating of 4.48, and A Quarter Silver Flames is 4.46. So again, no offense to this book. I obviously own it and want to read it, but it's The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I'm just like so out of reading, and like my brain is not working, and so I just want like easy. This is a deep book, you know, and it deals with a lot of societal issues, and that's why I wanted to read it. But I just don't know that my brain thinks that this is a great time for it, but that's okay. I wanted to read this for years, and I just never do, so this, I guess, will be the push to do it, and hopefully by, like, later in the month, I'm out of this brain fog, I'm out of this slump, and this will be perfect for me to pick up, because I need to finally get to it. So it was not going to be on my choice to put on my TBR for, like, a hot minute, but we're going to try and get to it in November, because I really want to read it. So we will do this, because I know people love this. Okay. Oops, that's a 3. We're just gonna do that. And a 4, so 3 across, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodreads scroll. So I'm gonna scroll on my Goodreads, and I'm not reading a book that I don't own, unless it's one that I can get on Scribd really easily and that I'm interested in, but I'm not gonna like read a book that I don't own because I have too many books already. So I'm gonna scroll on there, see what books I see, and like the first one that I own probably that I haven't read, we can do that. I can't screen record on my iPad. So we have the Hurricane Wars, We're All Mad Here, Ice Planet Barbarians, Here to Stay, The Girl in Red, I'm Not a Serial Killer, that sounds good. Red Knight. The pictures, I don't have that. My Roommate's Vampire, Down Target, Blonde Identity, Rooney on Vacation, I've already read. Can't read them all because apparently this is getting one part of Orange Tree. The Name of the Darkest Tower, I already have that on there, so that one would have worked, but. Okay, there is Hopeless by Elsie Silver, but I'm not on that book yet, and I do want to read them in order. So I'm gonna see if it takes me a long time to find another one. I'll just put in the second book, but we'll see. Britney Spears, I do want to read that, and The Only One Left. I don't own either of them, but I want to read them, but we're not gonna. I just said I wasn't gonna do that. I'm struggling. Okay, I feel like I've gone down a lot, so, because there's not even one that I would listen to as an audio book. So, I see Hopeless again. So I'm gonna do, this is kind of a cheat, but I'm just gonna do the book that I'm on for Chestnut Springs, so let me go grab that. So I'm on the second book in the Chestnut Springs series, which is Heartless. I read the first one in September and I enjoyed it. I am excited to continue on in this series. Chestnut Springs series is not like, you don't have to read them in order. There are different couples each book, but in the first one we follow Rhett Eaton, and we follow Rhett Eaton, and I can't remember her name. But in this one, we follow Rhett's brother, Cade, who is a grumpy single dad. And his love story is with his nanny. I believe it is a friend of the girl from the first book. But people really like this one. I'm not sure how I feel about single parent trope in romance. I've read Juniper Hill by Devney Perry, and that one's a single parent one. And it just didn't get me like it's getting some other people. I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't like the selling factor for me. That was a single mom. This one's a single dad. I don't know that I've read a single dad book, so maybe I'll like this. So I'm excited. I forgot to replace that one, but replace it with intimidating or read. First, got a 5 and a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bless. That is the prompt audiobook. I've been listening to way more audiobooks lately, and so this is what I need, because if it's short, I can listen to it in like a work day. So that one is so easy. Let's just go pick one. That's the hard part. I don't know what I want to read. I'm kind of giving myself 2 options, but I don't think I'm going to give myself 2 options. Doesn't really make sense. But I did go on Scribd, and it turns out Britney Spears' memoir is on Scribd. And so I think it's going to be that, unless I decide to buy the book and read it physically. So that's the only reason I'm like, it might not be that. And if it isn't that, it'll just be A Court of Silver Flames, I think, because I do need to finish that so I can finish my vlog before the end of the year, because I will be kind of upset if I don't finish reading that series and filming that vlog by the end of the year. Don't mind my hair, but somehow I totally forgot that Iron Flame comes out in November, and I listened to Fourth Wing's audiobook, and so I'd like to do that for Iron Flame as well. So that will likely actually be what I use or read for this prompt. I just completely forgot about it, but I also might read all 3 of these because audiobooks are just the easiest for me to read right now. Really, I might end up reading all 3, but I think Iron Flame will actually be my pick as long as it's on Scribd or Audible. So, yeah. I don't know how I forgot about it. That is book number 4. So we're gonna go roll number 5, and I'm not taking a punishment on this one. I put this rule in, I think, last time, I don't remember, one time when I was playing, that I'm not taking punishment doubles on rolls that are extra already, like this one, so I will not be up to 6, because that could be never ending. So this is our final roll. Okay. 3 across, and 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 1. That is number or color in the title. I forgot to replace the last one, so that's gonna be 22 to read in 2022. Might need to update that because it's gonna be 2024, but I didn't do one for 2023. Anyways, and then one word title. We've got one left that I'll replace it with on the next month, and then we'll put all the used prompts back in here. But let's find one with a number or color in the title. Oh, I actually know what it's gonna be already. I believe, did I get this on my October TBR? I don't remember if I actually got this on my October TBR or if I just wanted it to be on my TBR, so I put it in the stack. But I'm going to read One of Us Is Back by Karen M. McManus. This is the 3rd and final book in the One of Us Is Lying series. In that one, originally we have what becomes the Bayview 5, where they're all in detention. They're all kind of like the stereotypes: the jock, the bad boy, the brainy girl, whatever. And they're in detention for whatever their own reasons. And then what's his name? Simon is there as well. In some weird way, if something happens and he ends up dying in detention, and it turns out it's murder. So it has spun off a lot from that, and there has been 2 seasons of a TV show that follow a different plot, sort of. So I'm excited for this 3rd one. I really liked the first 2, and they are parts of the reason that I could get back into reading like a few years ago. So hopefully it helps me this month as well. But it's 2 years since Simon died. So yeah. I'm excited for that one, and honestly, I think this is a pretty good TBR. So this plus Britney Spears, or maybe Quarter Silver Flames, and maybe depending on how fast I get through this, or if I do get through this. I think with the other books that I got, that this is not as daunting. I kind of was scared that I was gonna be down a hole where I have to read a bunch of books that I didn't get to pick, but I got to pick most of these. I'm sorry this was kind of like not the best video for me. Normally it's better. If this is your first time seeing me, I swear I'm just so out of it. So December TBR will be better. Just a lot going on in this noggin today. So I think that's all from me. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. But those would mean the absolute world to me. My Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and Amazon wishlist will be linked in the description box below if you're interested in checking any of those out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!